Ray Reynolds here with RaysWebinar.com. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got to get you focused. We've got to get you to at least, please listen, $1 million. That's right. I know a lot of people talk and go blah, blah, blah almost every day. The biggest thing I want you to do is focus. I can get anybody to be a millionaire. I've done it 16 million times. I used to incorporate all your rich and famous people to millions and billions. So today, focus, listen carefully what you can do. This is a free overview to give you all kinds of good things, rules, and tools. So tablet, pen, get ready to write. Don't take a picture. You don't want your phone to be smarter than you. Information's protected, and that's what we want to make sure we do all the time. So let's understand something today. We're going to do it my way. We're going to think about the problems first. We're not going to look for the carrot or the dream. We're going to think of what's going to get in our way first. If the bank's going to say no, your friends and family are going to get in your way, all right, you might even stub your toe. Don't really care. If you focus on the problems, you can see it, believe it, and go get it. So let's understand what that means for you today. Pretty simple. Safety credit. Write it down. You see, if you knew the discipline, the rules, and tools like this is $100,000 of credit. Okay, the bottom line is safety credit. But here's the problem with that. When it comes to personal credit, you can't write off the credit card or the interest rate. So it's like, okay, that's nice to have it, but it kind of replaces that blah, blah, blah about money for a rainy day. Next thing you got to think about is a line of defense. What are you going to do when basically the world comes against you? How do you get through it? So we got a couple things to do. Yes, we all fall down. We literally do. We fall down and we're Humpty Dumpty. But we got to get back up again. So let's understand something. We're going to talk a little bit about my journey today, and your journey's just begun with me. I'm going to get you, if you make a commitment to me and your family, I'll get you to $1 million. All right, it's not hard to. It's like if this is a $1 million card. But if I got a $100,000 card, you get 10 of those, now you get the $1 million. Then you got to figure out what to do with it. So for me, I think I got to get you past go. The biggest thing I've watched people, because I've done this for 43 years, seminars, workshops, boot camps. I've lectured to basically 100 million people. And what happens is they get stuck. They tell me their story, and it's the same old thing. They tried, they had an idea, they had a dream, they got knocked down. It's the same thing. It's like the one the other day. He says, I spent $20,000 in Las Vegas to learn to be a speaker and a motivational person. I go, great. I said, have you had $100,000 or $1 million? No. I said, how can you tell somebody what to do when you're full of crap? It's like everybody I watch on YouTube or something else or whatever it is saying, you can do this or that. If you've not brought in $1 million to $1 billion like me, I think you're just full of crap. Okay, so the bottom line is you got a choice. I got to get you unstuck. And the biggest problem is most people are stuck. So for me, my journey started when I was 3 years old with Mrs. Hope. All right, she was basically got her weekly and monthly checks, but she was the she-devil from hell. She dropped me off at Redondo Beach Pier every morning at 6:30, all right, from 3 years old to 9.5. And it's amazing that she got away with it, but nobody really cared anyway. I got to steal and I got to beg, all right, off the pier. And that kind of sucked. But you know what? I was lucky in another way. God gave me an IQ off the chart with total recall on most things. So let me share you some of the goodies that I obtained. From the Lamborghinis, the collection, by the way, the Duffys, the mansions, all right? I even broke world records too, all right? From the helicopters, the Ferraris, all right? All the goodies. See, you got to understand something. When I got dropped off at Redondo Beach Pier, I could see Marina Del Rey, Torrance Rocks, Palos Verdes. The money. I wanted mine too. And I knew exactly that I had to do is figure it out. All right, had to study, read every book I could. See, I didn't get the traditional mommy and daddy like you. So guess what I want you to do? I want you to write down Ray's rules. If you listen to the rules and the tools, and I'll hold your hand, I guarantee you, I'll hand you the fish, and I'll teach you how to fish. See, you got to get it here. And the people that say the secrets and all that crap, that's just BS. See, it's like me. I wrote this first book 43 years ago. It's called Winning the Game of Business. One of the things about me is I didn't want to be stressed out like those adults back there on the 1st and the 15th, or like some of you today, because I believe you're stressed out. And I think because you backed yourself in a corner. I knew one thing about me. If I played it as a game, I play to win. Understand something. Look about you. Every time you play a game, do you plan to lose or you plan to win? See, that's the point. So today, let's play together. Let's play and do the dream. Let's see it, believe, and go get it. You see, what we get to do is understand something. You give me 90 days, and I'm going to put you in workshops, seminars, or boot camps, and you're stuck with me. I'm going to hand you the fish, do the work for you, then teach you how to fish on your own. All I need is 90 days to get you on the American dream. All right, because I've been helping people just like you at seminars, workshops, and boot camps for 43 years. You got the ability, so let's look back a little bit. When I was 9.5 years old, all right, I started an organization called Helping Hand Industry. Oh, you've heard it before, because why? It went worldwide. I brought in $100,000 of credit right away. It came in the mail. I didn't even know I was going to do that. That family took it away from me. But by the time I was 14, I brought in $1 million. 24 a billion, 26 double billion too. You see, I learned one thing. I can see it, believe, and go get it. Now, me, I haven't had a paycheck for a couple of decades. I don't need one. But what I do need to do is help people like you get to the million and the billion. So let's stay safe today. Stay strong. Understand the world's readjusting, so you got to readjust with it. You can't just stand still. And at the end of the day, Jesus does the rest, and all we have to do is say amen to that. As we do this, most people, probably you lose your job, you lose your income, you got an emergency, you kind of get stuck. What happens first? You run out of time, you run out of money, then you jack up your credit, and you bring the pain home in 42 days. The bottom line is there's an alternative to that. So let's do this. Starting tomorrow morning, get up in the morning at 4:30. I don't know why you're sleeping in anyway. You got a lot of work to do. So let's do this. Getting to know me, pretty simple. I was second largest advertiser in Los Angeles for 32 years before I found myself in a coma in 2009. I was incorporating rich and famous people too, and having fun with that too. Having fun helping people just like you. Now, one of the things that I used to train Ken Yarborough, security chief at Tier W. So let's understand something today. I got to make you a qualified CFO. So do yourself a favor, write down Credit Services Act. It'll take you to the Federal Trade Commission. It'll tell you flat out, credit repair is a scam. All they do is lie, and they're not even allowed to collect money up front, but they do it every day. Probably one of you is a credit repair flake as well. See, what you got to realize, they're just writing stupid letters saying, it's not mine, I was never late. That's not how you rebuild somebody's credit. Even the Credit Repair Organization Act gives you some rules and tools, even tell you an attorney can't do credit repair. So why don't we do this? Why don't you and I build a relationship? All right, and let's get you there. Let me give you some rules and tools today, get you to the workshop with me, and then I hold your hand and do the work for you anyway. You see, I don't want you to fall down anymore. I don't want you to bring the pain home ever again. You see the NACB? All right, they're the ones that basically, the National Association of Credit Bureaus of America, they certify all the credit bureaus. They only certified one person in this world, me. So you can listen today if you want to. So let's think about something. I'd like to really be blunt with you if you allow me to. I want to repackage your house, your bank account, your car, everything you do, because I think you're doing it wrong anyway. I mean, I brought in double billion by the time I was 26. You might just want to listen a little bit and have some fun with me. I'd like to tell you some rules and tools and get you to the workshop starting tomorrow. Now, credit saved my life. I love credit. You know, I don't know if I love the $1 million card as much as I like the $100,000 card. They're fun. But here's the problem. If I look at personal credit, I can't write it off. The interest rate or the card. That's kind of a piss off. But the corporation credit, I can write it all off and the interest rate too. And the depreciation value. So what am I really supposed to do? The average person starts a corporation or a business and they don't do anything anyway. You know what? I used credit to save my life when I came out of the coma in 2009 as well. So let's think about something today. All right, let's do a couple things. You know, they always tell you, have money for a rainy day. I'm sorry to say, I think that's crap. I'm so fed up of listening to blah, 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 all right, when people need to eat and feed their damn families. All right, it's like that motivational crap without the rules, tools, and a blueprint, an instruction manual. What are you supposed to do? Get all excited for a week and then fall on your face? That kind of sucks too. So let's do this. We're going to learn some rules and tools. You ready to play? Like I said, it is definitely a game. You see, today you need $5,000. You need it now, now, now. You ask your friends and family and they say no. You even ask the bank and they say no too. You ever notice most of your friends and family want to keep you down anyway? What if you listen to me? What if I can make you a millionaire in the next basically 3 months? If you can listen and learn and let me do the work for you. $5,000 safety credit card, it's $50 a month. If I had to max it out to buy time and play catch up, not fall down, it's $50 a month, and the average person pisses away $30 a day. This is ridiculous. Now, I don't know if you're one of the ones that they say that you waste $140 a week. Do you do that? Really? I mean, that makes no sense to me. You see, what happens, that's over $600 a month. I don't understand that. So I don't understand, because if I have a $50,000 venture or venture one card here, if I need to buy time, that's $100,000. If I max out a card for $50,000, the payment is only $612.26. So for the money you're pissing away every month, you could have bought 2 pizzas and started a damn business. I don't know why people waste money. I don't know why they don't do what they need to do in the first place. I hope today you'll listen to me and let me change your life, because I've done it for over 16 million people so far. If it isn't the ones that were rich and famous and I made millionaires and billionaires, maybe it'll be you next. You see, you got to plan on the problems. It doesn't matter what you say or do. It's going to come your way anyway. You're going to get on the freeway. You're going to get pissed off. All right? You're going to find somebody in your way. No matter what you say or do, you've got a plan. All right? For shit to happen to you. Understand something. Safety credit can save your assets. The line of defense, you can see it, believe, and go get it every day. Nothing gets in your way now. Let me show you what I mean. Why do you got an SSN? I had someone the other day, what does that mean? Do you have a Social Security card? Yeah, I got one of those. An SSN is a Social Security card. So why do you have one? Because you were told to get one, all right, when you got a job as a teenager. So you did exactly what you're told to do, to be a sheep. Now when it gets screwed up, you're the duck, because when they sue you, you better damn well duck. All right? Understand something today. All right? We are the collateral for the United States government. And they have not stopped printing money ever since Nixon took the gold standard out. They print money 24/7. So I love the USA. I just learned how to play the game by the time I was 9.5. So let's understand something today. Do yourself a favor, all right, with that tablet and pen. Write down Ray's rules again, and please write down $100,000 of credit. I'm going to talk about these two because they're my favorite cards. They come with checkbooks too. But you know what my problem is? I can't write off any of the cards or the interest rate at all. Why would anybody steal money and credit from the family when you can't write it off and all that does is hurt the family? I don't get that. I can't compute that anyway. So if you had $100,000 of credit today, and you listen to the rules, Ray's rules and tools, and you don't take a card past 29%. Because if you do, then you drop your score, and that's on you. That would give you $71,000 of safety credit, just in case you lost your job or there's a pandemic, in case there's COVID-19 trying to wipe you out. You see, understand something. You're a grown-up. You've got to be responsible for you. Anything else is a bunch of BS. If you take money and credit from the family and you try to start a business, all that does is hurt the family. That's called silly and dumb. Do yourself a favor. Write down never bring the pain home ever again. I don't get this. All right? The reality is, why would anybody hurt their family? You see, me, I've been through hell and back. 5.5 years old, I went down that big hill in Torrance, Redondo Beach, head first. We didn't wear helmets back then. All right? I was in a coma. They told me after I woke up I'd never walk again. They said, if you got to go pee-pee, ring the little bell. I rang the bell till my hand was numb. She never showed up to wake me and carry me to go pee-pee. You know what I did? I crawled on my belly. I'll be damned if I stay down for anybody. There's me in a coma in 2009. I've been fighting for my life since the day I was born in a friggin' taxi. All right, isn't it about time you learn to play the game and the rules and the tools, and how I got to $2 billion by the time I was 26? Hell, I haven't had a paycheck for over 20 years. I don't need one. I just want to change the world today. There's me in the coma, waiting to die. Kind of sucks. But the reality is, what am I going to do? Go boo-hoo-hoo? Some of you would go boo-hoo-hoo and feel sorry for yourself. Are you getting me? Understand something today. Where do you park your yacht and race boat? I park mine in my backyard. I got no BS to give you. So the reality is it's up to you. You know, I was the second largest advertiser in Los Angeles for 32 years till I found myself in a damn coma. But there I'm laying to die. Guess what I'm going to do when I finally wake up? I'm not going to say boo-hoo-hoo. All right? I walked around literally for 5 weeks with a damn oxygen tank. They delivered the tanks to the house. That was embarrassing. But my family needed to eat. Bills need to be paid. I put my credit score back to an 820. And then I built $1 million of credit again. I don't stay down like some of you. All right, why would you ever do that? You don't have to. You see, today you don't get a do-over. Your choice is to live or die. COVID-19 can wipe you out. I know some of you dummies out there won't wear a mask. That's okay. Just go kiss grandma and grandpa if you got one of those. They'll be dead in 3 weeks. No problem for you. So why don't you wear a mask? What is it going to do? Really hurt? Nobody. It might save you and your family today. But that's just an opinion from me. See, when you get the Millionaires Founders Kit, I might give you a mask, a hat, or a t-shirt. You never know. I want you never to forget me. Because I got told to recall, I can't forget you. I got no excuses, and at the end of the day, neither will you after I'm done with you today. See, I've never been comfortable a day in my life. If you're comfortable, that means you're lazy. You're never going to go get it anyway. So let's understand something. Let's do what I do every day. Ever since I was 2.5 years old, all right, I've been doing this, what's called the raised mirror test. See, today when I fell to my knees at 225, and I said, thank you, Jesus, for another day. You see, I always got to say thank you because I appreciate every day I get. Then I went and found a mirror. I stood in the mirror for 2 minutes. I want to do a stop time. I want you to try this once and see how it feels. Look in the mirror, comb your teeth, brush your hair, and stop time. And remember one thing, you're responsible for you. It's about time you step up. And then ask yourself 2 questions. Have you completed everything you need to? The answer is no. So why the hell are you sleeping in past 4:30 in the morning? You got a lot of work to do. Is there more to be done? Always. But here's the problem I've noticed for 43 years. At seminars, workshops, and boot camps, everybody says, I told my family, I got an idea, I got a dream. That's your biggest mistake. If God gave you a vision and a dream, all right, and you had to talk to someone in your friends and family that never brought in $1 million and $1 billion like me, then why the hell are you wasting your time? I'm sorry to say, what they did is they clouded your mind and your direction. You probably gave up, went back to the job you hate. Stop talking to those people. I'm sorry to say, most of the people around you, they don't have your vision or your dream. So do yourself a favor for 90 days. Just give that to me. Shut up. Shh. Don't tell anybody what you're going to do. As I hand you the fish and teach you how to fish, and they all ask, how'd you do this or that? All I want to hear you say is raisecredit.com. That's all I want to hear from you. Because I can make anybody a millionaire. I got no problem with that at all. Some of you may be a billionaire. All right? We all go through crap. See, I got 194 goals to go. All right? That I still need to do, that God gave me the vision and the dream. We all need a break sometime. So what we get to do is a couple things. So let's think about something about you today. I'll bet you some of the people around you, you trusted them and you fell down. Are they really there to help you or just get in your damn way? You must get up again and find yourself. Let me see if I can be your break today. You got a choice, but it's up to you. You see, I want you chasing the money. I want you chasing the dream. All right, I don't care what anybody says or does. I love money. I really do. You see, I don't have to steal and beg off the pier. I can feed my family and pay my bills. I can help people like you. So don't ever think money's a bad thing. It's how you use it to help other people the way. So today, let's see what you really want to do. All right, this time you're going to have to follow through. Some of you, you get to the point you can't handle it anymore and you give up. Excuse me. If you get to the point you can't handle it anymore, you're almost there. Don't you get that? Life is a test. It is called faith and persistence. As long as you're trying, you're not dying. And if you're not trying, you might as well just give it up. So we're getting older, slower. We're not as pure as we used to be. Go back to the job you hate. It's okay. Eventually they're going to fire you anyway. Then you're going to drive an Uber and deliver some damn pizza. Is that truly your American dream? It sure in the hell isn't mine. You see, being with Mrs. Hope, all right, was kind of a joke. She was a she-devil from hell. Every Wednesday night they had a poker game. I stood outside my bedroom, which actually was the pantry next to the garage, and I wrote little notes, and I thought I was kind of weird. You see, I heard one thing one night. They said a corporation's a legal person. I wrote it down. I circled it 10 times. I couldn't sleep all night. I knew one thing. I heard my way out if I could figure it out of hell. I went to the library the next day, next to the Torrance Police Department. I asked the lady, how do I look up? She says, here's a microfiche, here's a book. I read the book. I was so excited. I knew there had to be a book with rules, tools, a blueprint, instruction manual, how to get out of hell and go get the American dream. You know what? You're watching me because you haven't figured it out so far. All right? Half of you went to the motivational crap, and they didn't give you what you needed. It was good for a week. But then you read every book you can about basically what? Success and motivation and blah, blah, blah. If it doesn't give you the rules and the tools, I'm sorry, it's called BS. Me, I'm going to hold your hand, and I'm going to give you the rules and the tools because I had to write them for myself. It's how I brought in 100,000 at 9.5, a million at 14, double billion times 26. So if you want the rules and the tools, I can't find it anywhere on the planet but through me. So you got the ability to get the Millionaires Founders Kit. Real estate's kind of fun too. I had $841 million of real estate before my coma. I was going to try to hit $1 billion that year. But my life got destroyed, so what am I going to do? Go boo-hoo-hoo? No, I'm not going to act like some of you. The Financial Series 2. Now, don't forget, I wrote that one 43 years ago. You see, I turned this into a game because I like to play games and I like to win. It's about time you do that and started doing it right away. This is fun. Understand something, people. Every one of you, by the time I'm done today, will change your life in some way. Read the direction manual. It's called Step by Step, One to Goal. At the end of it, you get something in your damn hand, not a bunch of BS. You got to put your life together. And you got to realize there's an instruction manual. I like this. It makes sense to me. Because I didn't want to listen to someone's blah, blah, blah. I just want, the KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. That's what it means. So there's the Millionaires Founders Kit for you. Now, I look at the Bible first because God gave me the brain and the IQ. So you got to have some fun. So we got to do one thing if you want the Millionaires Founders Kit. There's 1,000 rules and tools on those books and CDs. Then you get to learn to play, and you get to play with me anyway. Now, real estate, I'm the guy that invented Homestead Blocker. UCC won with a chattel mortgage, too. See, I'm used to doing apartment complexes and commercial real estate. I like making millions and millions of dollars. But again, you can become the bank, buckets of money, and tax balancing, too. See, the office is kind of fun. They like to sell it for about $3,000. When I was at the Bonavitcher for 30-plus years, I used to sell that system for $20,000. Don't worry, there was a line around the hotel for many years. All right, by the way, today, the office here, they want to give it to you for $9.99. That's okay. But you know what I like to do? Because the credit hotline, they shut down their offices in March. They all went home to get that extra unemployment check. All right, but the bottom line is pretty well up to you. If you get it through me through the webinar, you get it for $4.99. 18 books, 18 CDs. Now you get rules and tools, and then you get to play with me some more. You probably get a mask, a hat, or a shirt. You never know. Now, how we get paid today, it's a Zelle or wire deposit. Take a picture. You're probably going to need it. Now, let's understand something today, all right, as we play the game. All right, let's remember something. I do writing, inventions, patents, all kinds of fun stuff. I'm on my way to bringing another $10 billion in the next 36 months. By the way, I always beat my goals, so I'm going to have some more fun. One of my books coming out is called Jesus is Not a Drive-Through. I don't understand people. All right, you got to realize being a Christian is a way of life, not just a moment in time. You got the ability, and it's coming out in 2021 if you want to. You can read the basically because God's here to help you, because he's here to help all of us every moment of the day. But again, all you got to do is close your eyes and pray. But again, that's because Jesus is not a drive-through.com for you. You got the ability to listen and learn today. Let's see what you're going to do. I want to make you a qualified CFO, a Chief Financial Officer. But I want you to get serious and get to $1 billion. But let's start you at least at $1 million. See if you'll pay attention today. I got to rebuild your credit my way. I got to do a rapid refresh too. Credit lines, corporation, books, CDs, and classes. Now you're stuck with me. Now write this down. Don't you ever jack up a credit card past 29%. You do that, you drop your score, that's on you. The rules are simple. 25 to 29% on any given card all the time. That's how you maintain an 820 credit score. I got to make you a qualified CFO. You got to listen, you got to learn. My system puts you up to an 820. I always push up to 200 points, if not more. You got the ability, and if you're playing with LifeLock, I knew Mark who started LifeLock years ago. He was a crook then, he's a crook now. You even had to throw him off the board. Don't worry, they've been indicted so many friggin' times, they're just a piece of crap. But if you're buying into that, just because you do, how many times you want to see them indicted again? What a joke. Again, start playing with yourself. Understand the rules and the tools that God gave you. Let's go get it. All right? Because if you're counting on somebody else, sorry, I'm going to give you rules, tools, do the work for you, but you're going to have to step up to the plate too. Real estate, guess what? I love millions of dollars. Now, if we fix up a property, I can help you hold your hand too. Now, if you fix it up, we're going to call it a flippity-dippity-do. If we get a duplex or a fourplex or apartment complex, we can do that too. Now, we might want to even get a franchise, but we got to pick one that stays open through COVID-19. We got to readjust to the world today. It could be a McDonald's, a Taco Bell, or a Wendy's when they got the beef. We can even do profit sharing, by the way. Now, one of the things about me helping millionaires and billionaires make more money every day, leveraging money, all right, money and credit is kind of fun. By the way, there's 84 ways to play that too. I can turn every one of these into $1 million to $1 billion. I can get 99 more. By the way, I invented all 84 ways. I'm only going to give you 2 or 3. That's all you're going to need anyway. So let's understand today, get the rules of the tools, get to the workshop with me, and let's make sure you understand how to play the game. See, in front of you is the Lamborghini. What does that mean? Pay tax or buy a Lamborghini. Let's see what that means to you. You look around at all the rich and famous people, they drive a company car, and they write it off, but not you. You get a paycheck. Isn't that fun? You get the leftover. You barely pay your bills. You pay for a car you should not. And then some of you take the money and the credit from the family and roll the dice to start a business. Have you ever noticed that only brings the pain home? You never got it off the ground because you did it the wrong way. How about I get you a company car through a tax ID and a fleet price? See, today you're probably paying the payment, the gas registration, with your paycheck. I believe they call that a taxable paycheck. All right, can you say the word no from now on, please? Why don't we get you a company car at fleet price? Please let me know what car you want. All right, we'll play that at the workshop for you. Now, please write down, never bring the pain home. There's no need to. You know, when I had to move 24 times since I was 11 and a half years old, that kind of sucked too. I've had to fight for everything in my life. Maybe you haven't had to fight at all. Maybe that's why some of you are lazy. Maybe that's why you'll never go get it. All right? You see, there's a science behind all the madness. You just got to learn how to play the game. And it is a game because you got an SSN. And it doesn't do a damn thing for you at all, besides make you the duck. And you do your 1040 every year. So the United States of America uses it as collateral. That's all they get to do. So guess what we get to do today? All right, you get one of these. That's all you get is one SSN. So do yourself a favor today. Pull out the card, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies, pull it out of your purse. It's probably next to your feet. Gentlemen, get it out of your back pocket. It's in your wallet. You probably haven't even basically read the card front and back. If you read it today, it'll tell you do not laminate, don't use for ID purposes. It'll tell you flat out it's not even yours. So why you got it again? All right, because you were told to get it as a teenager, to get a job. Today, we want to give you raised rules and tools, teach you how to play the game. So remember, you only get one SSN. That makes you the duck. As you do this correctly, what I want you to do is write down SS4 times 4. Can you do that for me, please? SS4 times 4. You see, you've all looked at an application before. If you look at an application today, it says SSN, SS4. You tried the SS4 and you fell on the floor because you didn't know what the hell you're going to do. You see, if you don't have a qualified, see, that's amazing, affiliate to set up the credit file under a tax ID, it never works. You're wasting your time. Corporation, you don't name it after you because that'd be kind of dumb. You don't name it what it does, that'd be double dum-dum. Now I need you to write down line of defense, like I designed it in 1986. A division for real estate, franchise, current business. What I want you to do is understand something today. You hand me a tax ID, I build you a credit report, probably get you a $100,000 ink card and $1 million American Express too. How many would you like for you? All right, you got to realize there's no joke behind the process. Corporations can write off the card, the interest rate, and the depreciation value too. So as you're spending the money, you're writing it off anyway. All right, you see, when you got personal credit, you thought it was free, and then you screwed it up. I'm praying today you listen to me. I already offered you $100,000 of credit earlier, but personal credit, again, is only for safety. I mean, why would anybody steal from their family? I don't get it. Personal credit has to be safety credit. You get it, you put it at 29%, you maintain an 820 credit score, and you leave it alone. In case there's a pandemic or you lose your job, you got to play catch up, not fall down. But if you take credit and money from the family, all that does is hurt the family and bring the pain home. Isn't that kind of silly and dumb? What do you think? See, Ray's rules or tools are pretty good. Oh, by the way, you got SSN, SS4. Who wants to be the duck some more? Is it going to be you? Are you going to quit being a quack, quack, quack? Or you like being a quack, quack, quack duck? But again, if they sue you, you better damn well duck. You see, here it is. The SSN is a 1040 tax return. You get 1 or 2 write-offs. That's about it. You only get one of those numbers. That's all you get. The SS4 times 4, how about an 1120? We can write off almost everything we do, and we hardly have any liability at all. Don't you want to learn how to play the game yet? But again, it's up to you. For every SS4, I can create an Experian, Equifax, TransUnion too. How many would you like? But again, this is what you got to learn how to play the game. Now, if you're watching me on Google, Facebook, or YouTube, that's kind of fun. But you're missing the PowerPoint in front of me. You might just want to go to rayswebinar.com and get the full overview. See, as we play the game, remember, a corporation, as it says in Chapter 18, is a legal person. It may sue or be sued. Not here to give legal advice, but we can read the chapter, can we not? Again, it's up to you. What are we going to do? Oh, you know what we're going to do? We're going to understand the United States of America Incorporated. They're so smart. I love their rules and tools and how to play the game. You see, they set up a line of defense for them. It's called the states. All states are corporations. The states set up their line of defense too. They set up cities. The cities are corporations too. Understand, they got their line of defense, but not you. You're so busy basically doing what? I don't get it. You see, you got the ability to listen and learn today. Let's see if you got the ability or the guts to make a commitment to yourself. We the people, by the way. The Supreme Court says so. So does your constitutional right. By the way, you are we the people. It's about time you step up to the plate and learn how to play the game. You got nothing to lose and everything to gain if you play with me. Nixon took the gold standard out. Ooh, goody. Then they got the key to the printing press. They haven't stopped printing money 24/7. Whee! Let's print some more money today. You remember you got your SSN when you were a teenager to get a job because you fall like a bunch of sheep. Now here's Mama. She delivered a baby this morning. Did you know, ever since Nixon took the gold standard out, if Mama doesn't sign the SSN form, she can't take her own baby home in the stroller or the car seat. She can't take the baby home at all. So Mama's going to sign the SSN form. You see, to get them to keep printing money 24/7, every baby that comes out of the assembly line has to be bonded in 3 hours or less. See, you've been making a mess and you don't know how to play the game. You got an SSN. Now you know why. Let's see what we're going to do about an SS4 times 4. Did you write it down? Corporation got a tax ID, line of defense. 3 divisions, tax IDs. You got 1 SSN. Isn't it about time you wake up and understand how to play the game? But it's up to you. What I want you to do is listen and quit being the damn duck, because that kind of sucks. All right, understand something today. Debt follows SSN, SS4. Bankruptcy, SSN, SS4. You want to be the duck some more? That's on you. I'd like you to look at the SSN for safety credit for your family and leave it alone. Corporation, a tax ID, and a corporate credit report. Oh, I love that. Then we set up the line of defense, and we get credit reports for every division we do. Then we get to write it off so we don't have to put it on you. It's about time you learn to play the damn game. What do you think? But it's up to you. You You see, I want you to stop bringing the pain where? Home. You should be yelling this every morning when you wake up. I mean, understand something. If Mr. Trump can bankrupt 4 corporations in the past, the reality is he didn't bring the pain home. Why did you? Rich and famous people file bankruptcy every day. Stay rich and famous. Why not you? Wells Fargo Bank set up in 1852. Guess what? They still had identity, mine twice. They got fined $3 billion. Whoa, they wrote it off. They got away with it. They shut down 457 locations. You ever notice that when those cities filed bankruptcy in the past, they're all corporations too? But what about you? See, you got to learn how to play the game. By the way, corporate credit, personal credit is kind of fun. You realize credit cards get you credit score. Credit score gets you more like a house and a car. House and a car don't do anything for your credit report at all. They look pretty unless you screw them up. So the only rule you got to do is don't screw it up. Remember Ray's rules, please. It's understandable. Don't you jack up a card past 29%. If you do that, then you drop your score. That's on you. You got to maintain 25 to 29% on every given card. You're going to learn today the rules. You're going to get to the workshop with me. Now, what I'd like to really do is rebuild your credit my way. I like to make you a qualified CFO, at least get you a 720. The fee is going to be $499. When I get a rapid refresh to you as well, I can push you up to the 820. I'd like to do that too. The fee for that's $499. But then it's $998. But wait, there's more. I love that on our show for 30 years. At the end of every CTA was great. But here's the thing about you. You're all going to have excuses. Okay, that's all I've heard for 43 years. All right, people and all their blah, blah, blah. Today, I want to hand you a $1,000 card. Cash. You want checks with it too? You want a pretty bow? All right, let's understand something. The office sells it for $998. But I want you to get into my credit educational class for 3 months. I don't want you to screw this up ever again. But today, I'm going to give it away, the whole thing for you, for $499. So let's understand something today. For $499, all right, you're going to get up to an 820 credit score, great credit, histories. You're going to get a $1,000 card, twice as much you invested in yourself, and you get to play with me in the workshops that are every Saturday at 1 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Now what excuse you got? You stubbed your toe? You got to go blow your nose? All right, understand every one of you need an 820 score today, and we're going to use that for safety. You see, the program is going to be expedited. It's 90 days or less. It's a credit rebuilding program for you. You can call 877-519-7509 if you want to. I'll change your life, but if you put it off, that's okay. Call sales. They'll sell it to you for $998. Take a picture. How we get paid here is a Zelle, a wire, a deposit. That's all you got to do. Now remember something, I'm going to say this again. I broadcast twice a day, Monday through Friday. I don't like pre-recorded crap. Saturday, I do seminars, workshops, and boot camps. You're stuck with me. 1 o'clock is a credit educational class and status update. I don't have excuses. I don't pass the buck. And I'll take away all your excuses for you anyway. I got this fax the other day. The man says, stop doing credit rebuilding. Just sell corporate credit. If I don't make you a qualified CFO, okay, then all I can do is give you supplied credit, which is bullshit. Every idiot out there says, let's give you $50,000 of credit. I don't need a damn Dell computer, Staples crap. I need some damn cash. Cash is king and queen. That's what I want. So I'm never going to stop rebuilding people. All right? Put all your workshops in a system. All right? Because people don't appreciate you anyway. All right? Why bother to help them? Sorry. I think I make a difference. So I'm going to do what I've been doing for 43 years. So Brandon, guess what? All right, thanks for your opinion, but I'm not going to listen to it. This client here, he pissed me off. I said, what's wrong with you? You crashed a rapid twice. All right? You dropped 33 more points. You maxed out your cards. What's wrong with you? I thought you said you wanted to go do this. I said, get your butt back to the workshop. We got to begin again. It's 29%. I want you to remember something the rest of your life. It's called Ray's Rules. If you listen and learn. I told him flat out, you take $726. You pay down the cards at 29%. I have a 100% success rate because I follow through. The only reason it takes longer sometimes is because of you, not because of me. I've been doing this for 43 damn years. All right, so let's understand, when I finally got him to do what he was told to do, all right, I did another rapid refresh and I popped him over 100,000 of credit. I got no excuses, but neither do you. You want to make some money today? That's kind of fun. Get your friends and family in a webinar with me. They Zelle in, we'll Zelle you back up to 20% on a given day. You know, being dropped off the pier, and one of the things my wife always tells me, how I should put things in the past, I do, but I use them to piss me off. I use them to motivate me. When I was a kid being dropped off, all right, at 6:30 in the morning, freezing my little butt off, and nobody gave a shit about me, I looked at Marina Del Rey and I saw money. I knew I was smarter than any of those turds. I saw Torrance Rocks and Palos Verdes too. So I started to study every rich and famous people I could. How did they get their damn money? I want to know. Here's Walt Disney. They filed bankruptcy 7 times in the past, kind of like a couple of you. Now listen carefully, because they know how to play the game and you don't. That's on you. They got $1 billion in the bank. They don't want to pay any damn tax. All they had to do is write an IOU to themselves. Don't you get it? It's so easy when you know how to play the game with the rules and the tools. They're screwing with $1 billion, paying no tax. Hell, I'm trying to wake you up and get you to the $1 million. If you pay attention to me. Corporations only pay tax when they make a profit. Don't you forget, the United States of America, all right, set up their line of defense. So do the states, so do the cities. It's about time you step up to the plate and do it for yourself, because you are we the people. It's your legal, it's your right, it's your constitutional right. The Supreme Court says so. What the hell's wrong with people? Step up to the plate and learn how to play the game. You get one SSN, that sucks. But an SS4, ooh, I can get as many as I need to. Guess what? Nothing stops me. Nothing should stop you. Now let's remember something. We've got to talk about your personal credit again. I can't write off the damn cards. So it doesn't matter if I got $100,000. I got to put it aside, use 29%, have $71,000 of safety. The $71,000 for me is what I've been teaching for 43 years. That gives you 1 year's salary to maintain your family, not to bring the pain home, because you can always play catch up, not fall down. But when it comes to the corporation, the way I designed this in 1986, every corporation can write off every credit card, interest rate, depreciation value. They have so many ways they can write things off. It's ridiculous today. If you're not going to do this for yourself, I don't get it. Every one of you, literally today, could take any corporation, anything you do in the setup the right way. We can get 8 credit cards per division. That's $250,000. 9 lines of credit per division. That's $5.4 million. Okay? Supply credit. That's what all those idiots out there, oh, you don't need a guarantee. Oh, gets my ass ads. 43 years, I'll take on anybody in any open forum on this damn planet. I don't need supply credit. Damn it, I need some cash. Cash is king and queen. It pays the friggin' bill. But I've had to fight all my life for what I have. You got 10 vendor cards. Ugh. Marketing, lease cards, gas cards, and cash cards. See, here's the thing about all of you. Okay? You're so busy thinking you know it all, you don't do diddly squat. All right? I got to basically call you out on it no matter what you say or do. I got to make you a qualified CFO. You see, I'm an affiliate to 115 different creditors. That means I'm allowed to set up a credit report for you under a tax ID. But here, what you do the authorized user crap that just gets in the way. Some of you ding-dongs, you spend thousands of dollars for trade lines. What a bunch of crap. I don't get that. Why would anybody on this planet ever do it the wrong way anyway? But again, I'm allowed to, by law, to build an Experian, an Equifax, a TransUnion per tax ID. That lets the finance of the business. But again, I'm the one that invented 113 ways to daisy chain credit. I can turn every one of these cards into 99 more. There's no excuse today besides you're lazy or you don't see it and you won't go get it anyway. You got to use corporate credit. It's the only damn thing you get to write off. You got to use Ray's rules because it works. So guess what? If you have the intent to defraud or rip anybody off, you're not going to be able to be a crook on my dime, because I will testify, get you in a court of law. You will do it the right way. Now, what flew in front of you right now is 3 divisions in a corporation. I expect you to write down a blueprint and write down the words line of defense. I want you to listen very carefully. Corporations should never do business but get credit and manage its entities. And that's what it's supposed to do. Tax ID for every division too. Line of defense. Now, if something goes wrong with one of those divisions, we're going to pull a Trump, we're going to pull a city, a rich person, or a Wells Fargo bank too. We're going to disconnect the damn piece. We're going to isolate it. We're going to incorporate it. We're going to try like hell to save it. If we can't save it, we're going to bankrupt the piece. But we're going to keep all the other pieces, and I'll be damned if I bring the pain home. Why would anybody do that when they don't have to? I don't get it. That's why you got the ability. God saved me from another coma to come back to you. It's about time you step up to the plate. Now, when you bought your house, I'm sorry to say, don't take it wrong. You probably did it wrong anyway. I don't get it. Your house. Let's say you got a house and got some assets. First thing I would do is write down Ray's rules. I told you flat out, I want to repackage your house, your car, and your bank account. I want to redo everything you do anyway because I think you do it wrong. So let's understand something. Escrow works for you, but you let them tell you what to do. I don't get that. It should have been escrow closed, escrow homestead, escrow recorded in a trust. I wish I could be on top of the biggest hill and yell to the world. If you don't have your house and your assets in a trust today, when you die, it is stuck in your probate and your family gets diddly squat. And that's on you. If somebody sues you, they screw you, they take it away. That's on you. If you're not Googling the word trust today, you're an idiot. Sorry, okay? Because someone's going to screw and take it away anyway. But if you don't listen to me, that's up to you. When we go back to playing the game about a fixer-upper, we're going to call it a flippity-dippity-doo. And you know what we're going to do? You're going to hire that contractor. The contractor's going to hire the subcontractors that stand outside Home Depot. They're good workers. But you know what they're going to do? They're going to slip and fall. They're going to basically cut every corner they can. And when they sue you, screw you, they take everything you got. Because you didn't listen to me. Maybe you didn't have to fight for everything you got. Maybe it's too little strong for you. Reality is your family needs to eat. Bills need to be paid. So every property you ever get, you're going to do it my way. You're going to quickly deed it to a division. You're going to do an assignment of equity. So this way they can't sue you at all. And at the end of the day, hell, they're going to get diddly squat. Why not? If you don't start protecting everything you got in your ass, and make sure that no one's going to take it away. That's why most of you fell down and never got back off your feet and went back to the job you hate, because you didn't know how to play the damn game. Well, guess what? You got me on your side now. No one's going to get in your damn way. Hell, I'll knock them down. But again, some of you ding-dongs, not all of you ding-dongs, one of you two, like to hear Mike. I talked to him yesterday. And what did I tell you, Mike? I told you you're an idiot. And he goes, Ray, that's not nice. You try to play peekaboo with the IRS because you didn't want to pay tax. All right? That's called stupid. Okay? You don't play these games. All right? Corporations don't pay tax until they make a profit. I don't get people doing stupid things like that. He says, I didn't know. Then why didn't you ask me? I've been doing this for 43 years. Where the hell you been? Now that dummy Mike's got to go back to irs.gov. I told him I was going to use him as an example today, and I'm going to piss him off. Why? Because I never want him to forget what I said. If I piss him off enough, he'll never screw it up again. And that's the bottom line. Then I'll think I did my job. You see, now he's got to go back to the IRS and see if they'll give him that little forgiveness. He's got to download the Form 656 of 433A and B. Damn it, he can't even get his COVID-19 check. I told him yesterday and today, get your ass back in the system. What's wrong with you? Your family needs to eat. All right? It's like anything else in my life. When I was a little boy, they teased me all the time about everything I did. but I'm the original OPM. I want you to have 4 divisions. Can you write it down, please? See, you're going to have a carpet, our division. You're going to have an appliances, fixtures, and wood. We're going to go back to the manufacturer, and we're going to get wholesale price for everything we want. We're going to get an open account. I don't want to pay a bill for 60 to 90 days. After I fix up the property using their money, and I sell the property, escrow will pay the bill. Why the hell would I use my money when I don't have to? I've never used my money to start a business, and I brought in billions of dollars. Hell would I want to do that for? Now you're going to have $200,000 left over. And I've seen it for 43 years. People act like they're rich. Now they got $200,000. $200,000 I used to keep in my jacket pocket is pocket fucking change. All right? You're not rich. You do it my way. All right? You don't piss it away and get broke again. All right? You make your life a roller coaster. It's ridiculous. I don't get it. Every one of you probably had $10,000, $100,000 before and you pissed it away. And some of you, how dare you? You're broke today and your family's counting on you. How can they count on somebody who pisses it all away? You better write down Ray's rules. You better learn to play. You better write down leveraging money. Borrowed money's not taxable. You have any idea what that really means? You have 84 ways to play with this. It is amazing what you can do. But again, you better damn well set up the line of defense, because someone's going to try to take it away from you anyway. You see, the banks, I want you to understand something. If you can get the banks to verify themselves, they have to say yes. I love yes. The banker used to come to my office and call me every morning. And my office in Irvine was only 22,000 square feet. Had locations around the globe, doing $1 million plus a day. He'd call me up and go, what can I do for you now, Ray? So guess what? That's what you need to do with the bank. Remember, banks get to borrow from the feds times 10. They get to loan up to 5 times to you. So what are we going to do? My way. We're going to put that $200,000 in the right CD, line of credit, bank account 2. We're going to create 3 reference points. We're going to make the bank verify themselves. Remember what I said about the banks and the feds? This is now $600,000 a reference point. All right, you have 9 lines of credit up to $150,000 without a damn tax return. They can give you times 5. That's $3 million. Borrow money's not what again? Taxable? We take $2 million of that and we go buy a damn McDonald's today and get a Big Mac and fry and a chocolate shake. What's going to get in your way? Nobody anymore. But again, I always get somebody, oh, I don't have $200,000, Ray. I always say, do yourself a favor. I don't give a damn what you got. What I care is that you make a commitment to yourself and your family. That's what I care. I don't care if you start with $1,000 or $25,000. We're still going to play the same damn game. That 1,000 just became 15, 50 to 100,000 to $1 million. That 25 became 375, $1 million faster. Nothing gets in your way but you. Don't you get this? And if all you want to do is be lazy, all right, and just getting by, hell, let's get you 4 pizzas a day. You don't have to do a damn thing for that, but you get fed up with pizza. Maybe you need a McDonald's, a Wendy's, or a Taco Bell. All right? The bottom line is you can finance all this and have some fun. It's like me. I don't spend money. All right? It didn't matter how many businesses and the things I've ever done. I will never, ever spend money to start any damn business in my life. I never have. I never will. It's against everything I believe. I always told myself if I'm as smart as I think I am, I'm going to get it for free. So let's see if you can watch me now. See, I set up a division for jewelry because, hell, I wanted the Rolex too. They wanted $89,000, but I didn't get done with my game. I got it at wholesale price. They overnighted the watch. Didn't have to pay for it for 30 days. Hell, I put a loan on the watch I didn't even own. And what did I do when the invoice came in? I paid the invoice too. The leftover, I paid the payments on the watch and I got it for free. Isn't it about time you watch me? All right, understand something. You can do this so much in so many ways, you have no idea. It's like the business opportunity you got today. Every one of you with the corporation under C-191D can play loaning the game 8 ways. We take a card like this. Let's understand, I had one the other day. I've been working with her for 3 weeks. Her card was $2,000. Okay, I've now got her to do $4,000 a month positive cash flow. All she had to do is start. So that's the problem with people. They don't start. Opportunity. Let's say I take $50,000 off this $100,000 card. And what am I going to do? I'm going to find 5 people that need a loan for $10,000. It's not hard to do now. And then I'm going to put a second trustee on their house. I'm going to call that company. It's my money. I want it now. Because they factor in 12 hours or less. I put a homestead blocker and a UCC one too. Now listen carefully. Those 5 payments coming in just gave me a positive cash flow of $2,449 per month after the damn bills were paid. $100,000 is $4,800. $150, $73.47. You can create. I don't care if it's $1,000 card, $5,000. I don't give a damn what it is. This stuff is easy. I don't get it. I don't get it. One of my first cars was a Lamborghini because the guy lived at 1074 Reading Avenue, Costa Mesa, 92626. The inventor of Video Pong. I got to live in his garage. He said it was converted to a bedroom, my asset. He brought home the movie Cannonball Run. 40 kids and me looking at the movie. Look at the car. We're all yelling at the car. Look at that car. He stopped the videotape. He came over to me. He says, you live in the garage. Could you kindly shut up while the other kids watch the movie? He says, by the way, you're a piece of shit. Now, I've been in martial arts since I was 4.5. I could have got up and kicked his little assets. But you know what I did? I learned something a long time ago. And I want you to learn this from me today. Okay? I bit my tongue so hard. Because what I did the following week, I went and bought a Lamborghini Countach at an auction. I brought it in front of his house and went, boom, boom. He came out. Whose car? Mine. You should see the face that he had. That's the most priceless thing I could get back, is making sure basically they rub their nose in their own shit. Your ability today is to listen, learn, and go get it. It's like one of my books that I wrote for men. Bite your tongue, love longer. If a man will learn how to shut up, because a woman doesn't want to hear all the blah, blah, blah. All right? Because guess what? She's a tape recorder. She'll remember everything you ever say. So guys, shut up. You'll live longer anyway. Company car, would you like one? Tax ID, fleet price? You got the ability to do this. But if you don't step up and play the game, hell, that's on you. I'll never show anything I didn't get myself. I don't like bullshit. Didn't matter if it's a corporate helicopters, Lamborghinis, Ferraris, mansions, yachts, all the goodies. I think you're stuck because you don't have the rules and the tools that God gave me to give you. It's about time you step up to the plate. You know, I've got 194 more goals God's given me to do. Sometimes I feel like I'm running in place and it just pisses me off. But I got to have my faith and persistence, and I got to bite my tongue too. So guess what you get to do today? Remember all the people around you? Okay? Did they bring you down? When you fell down, did they help you up? All right, understand, you got to get up again and find yourself. Let's see if I can be the break you've been looking for. God's gift? Oh, and look at this. I parked my race boats and my yachts in my backyard. What more could you ever ask for? It's amazing what you can do when you know how to. But again, I like the corporate helicopters, the Lamborghinis, and the buildings too. But it's kind of fun, wouldn't you? It's like right now, I want you to write down two more goals, 2 more steps and rules. You see, what you got to realize something today, every time you write a check or use your debit card, you pull out your driver's license. You're telling people, this is where you live, come rob my house when I'm not home, okay, or sue me, screw me, and take it away. I want you to protect your ass. I want you to understand, I want your driver's license changed to a P.O. box and our mailing address. And before somebody around you goes blah, 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 I'd tell them to shut up. Because I would never tell you to do something unless it was factually verifiable. Ever since the Schaefer bill, I knew Schaefer. I met Robin when he was at the laugh stop. So let me tell you something. You have the Driver's Privacy Protection Act. It's about time you protect your ass. Because there's always some turd trying to take it away. Now, I don't know why you buy a car the way you do. I'll never figure that out at all. What you do is you let some guy with an ugly shirt and an ugly tie sweat you for 2.5 hours. You got, what, 5,000 plus, up to 9 inquiries too? You're going to do it your way? When they hand you that piece of paper the next time to run your credit, next to your signature, write down and allows 1 inquiry only and take a picture. I dare them to try to do anything else against you. Let me know. Because I'll get you $25,000 of cash and we'll kick their assets. You see, you should be getting a car in the fleet price. Tax ID. I don't know why you don't listen to me. You got the ability to play with a guy that brought in billions by the time he's 26. Got nothing to lose and everything to gain. But again today, you're going to go to the what? The grocery store. Innocent. And what you're going to do is you're going to accidentally at the bank or the grocery, you're going to bump a car. A little bumpity bump. They're going to act like they got whiplash. I'm going to die. Ah! And then they're going to ask you, and there goes your heartbeat. Your driver's license, your insurance, your registration, please. Your driver's license should have never had your home address on it in the first place. The insurance you're probably paying out of your paycheck, which is taxable income. Should have been the corporation anyway. And hell, you're the registered owner. So you're definitely the duck. And you know what they're going to do? They're going to call one of those nasty bloodsucker attorneys on TV, and they're going to sue you, screw you, and take everything you got. Because you didn't listen to me. You didn't have to fight for everything, did you? Somebody made it too easy for you. I had to fight to get out of hell. So let's understand something today. You should be writing Ray's rules down. Like I said, I want to repackage your house, your car, your bank. I want to repackage your whole damn life. Because I want to do it my way. The registered owner on a pink slip, by the way, that belongs to be a line of defense called a division, and not you. Why would you want to be the duck? The lien holder, hell, it could even be the corporation, not you. This time, if they want to sue you, they cannot. At the end of the day, they really do get diddly squat. But it's up to you. You have the ability to repackage your life and not bring the pain home. The real tools and rules. Not a bunch of BS, not a motivational crap, okay? Not some secret stuff, because it doesn't make any sense. There are no secrets. If you know something, help people. July 3rd, 2009, I took my yacht from my backyard. I said, fill it up. I use a corporate credit card, right off the card, interest rate, even the damn yacht. Why not? Because everybody else can. Why can't I? There I am in a coma. What am I supposed to say? Boo-hoo-hoo? They couldn't make up their mind. Is a pandemic 9, COVID-9, H1N1? Hell, it was swine flu pneumonia. I'm laid in there to die. That's what sucked. But I came out of the coma. Walk around with an oxygen tank like I'm 150 years old. They delivered the tanks to the house. That was embarrassing as can be. But the reality is, for me, I knew my family needed to eat and bills needed to be paid. See, I don't have a family. I got no one to say, help me, please. All I got is God and me. Got my wife and my kids. That's it. So if I don't solve the problem, we're going to be homeless again. And hell, that's just not acceptable to me. I put my credit score back to an 820. 6 weeks, I popped $1 million of credit again. So let's understand something. God's using me to help you. Are you going to pay attention today? I promised I'd help everybody in that coma the rest of my life. I am praying for 50 more years. I named my son and my daughter after me. Why? Because my legacy will live on, the Reynolds University. So the goal is very simple today. If you want to play with me at every seminar, workshop, and boot camp, all you got to do is call 877-519-7509. Because Ray's Rules is the voice of credit for you. What I offer today is good for 30 minutes. Now let's talk about a corporation. Some of you have one. They say that 96% of people who have one today don't do a damn thing. They don't know what's next. So a lot of my corporation articles for you customize it the right way. Officers list, tax ID. By the way, 9 out of 10 corporations that sign up with me, I have to change the damn name. All right? And I have to restructure the whole damn thing anyway. It's ridiculous. And they paid $3,000 for a pile of crap. $9.99. Now I hand it to you. Hand you the fish and tell you what to do. I put you in the workshop with me for 90 days. I teach you the rules and the tools how to play the game. Then I put you in level 1, 2. And you know what happens now? You learn the line of defense. Don't you ever bring the pain home ever again. They charge $9.99 for that too. Together, that's $19.98. But wait, there's more. Me, I like to give it away as much as I can. $17.99. But I always like giving credit, cash credit. I always want you to get more than you put into something, to take away all your excuses. Because when I had to steal and beg off the pier, I didn't have an excuse. I was friggin' hungry. And no one gave a shit about me. So you got a corporation with the divisions and line of defense. So the bottom line is pretty simple. All right? Now let's hand you $5,400 of cash credit. Cash credit, not supply crap. Let's get you basically 3 times your investment back in your pocket. We do a rapid refresh and we rebuild your credit to make you a qualified CFO. No excuses for you now. You Zelle, you wire, and make a deposit. That's all you got to do. Don't worry, you've all spent thousands on crap. Now you're stuck with me. Now I'm stuck with you. We're going to make sure you understand that Titanic said it couldn't sink. Those experts, hell, it couldn't even turn. Colonel Sanders didn't get his first $1 million check till he was 71. Thomas Edison didn't give up. Why did a couple of you? They told Mr. Bannister, don't you dare run the 4-minute mile. You're going to die. He told the world, kiss my assets. I'm going to do it my way anyway. So let's understand something today. I've accomplished every goal I've ever had by the time I was 26. All right? I don't let anything get in my way. I use my history and my passion and my frustration, biting my tongue, to motivate the hell out of me, to make sure my family can eat. The bills are paid. Because who else is going to motivate me besides me? So guess what? It's God and me. I've been kicking the door jam since I was 10 and a half. Hell, I broke the world record in 81. When I kicked the basketball hoop, that was only 10 feet. I didn't learn to jump. Hell, I learned how to fly. I got no excuses, but neither do you. Not everybody likes me. And hell, not everybody likes you. I'll bet you some of your friends and family, too, don't like you at all. So guess what you're going to do at the end of the day? If they can crucify Jesus Christ, who are we? Your biggest problem is you, your lack of commitment. How many thousands of dollars have you pissed away? You give me 90 days and I'll change your life, and I'll guarantee it. I'll even put it in writing. I'll even guarantee it. I like buying Lamborghinis and buildings under tax IDs, wouldn't you? It's called reaching the dream. Think and be the impossible. Hell, I've done that all my life. All right, every time they told me I couldn't do it, I proved them wrong anyway. It just pissed me off. Bite my tongue and go get it. Raise rules and tools. You can learn to play too if you want to. All I need from you is 90 days. I'll change your life. Hell, I'll hand you the fish, teach you how to fish. Been helping people just like you for 43 years. Seminars, workshops, and boot camps. Kind of fun. I got 194 more goals for me too. You know, I got a dream, I got a goal I want to do too. We all do. The ability, the people around us, you got to be careful. Okay, I had so many people that were wrong for me, around me for so long. Luckily, my rock threw them all away. She chased them off. That's my wife. Let me be your break, because believe me, I'll shake you up. Now, I'm going to ask you a question. Honestly, would you all like $1 million paycheck? Raise your hand as high as you can, all right? Then I'll call you stupid. I don't get it. Out of $1 million, you keep $375. You don't want that anymore. You want a paycheck to break even. You want your corporation receiving all the damn money, pay all the bills that you're allowed to pay, and then you pay tax on the leftover. That's how you play the game. The next thing is like Richard as an example. He won Survivor the first show. He almost died twice on the show. He got his $1 million check, and they told him, you keep $375, sir. Make sure you give the rest to the IRS. He said, hell no. He did piss it all away. The mean judge put him in prison for 3.5 years. Oh, wow. All I can tell you is I listen to motivation every day. I really do. But I know one thing about motivation. I listen to it, but I know it's not going to give me the rules, the tools, the blueprint, and the instruction manual. It never does. So understand something. All those motivational blah, blah, blahs today, most of them are going broke because they got no one to go blah, blah, blah to today. Motivation without anything else, I'm sorry. It's crap. If they don't have the brain or the, I was going to say balls, but sorry, I don't want to say that out loud, to give you rules and tools because they don't know how. Everyone that's doing something, I always ask them, how much money you got? You got $100 million? You got $1 billion bucks? If you don't, what the hell are you trying to tell anybody what to do? You never made it. You're trying to use their damn money to get your dream. It's called bullshit. Sorry. Me, I like Lamborghinis, yachts, race boats. I like the goodies. I like beating world records when they told me I couldn't do it anyway. The helicopters, the Ferraris, the end zones, the mansions, all the goodies. But I know how to use Ray's rules and tools. You got a story to tell too at the end of the day if you just pay attention. I want to get you up to an 820 credit score. I want to hand you $100,000 of credit for safety credit. Learn the discipline to put it aside. Don't use more than 29%. Then I want to make sure you got a corporation with divisions, the way I designed in '86. You'll go get $1.1 million of credit. I want you to stop being stuck. The only reason you're stuck is because you're allowing yourself to be stuck now after you met me. All right, believe me, I can turn anybody into a millionaire to billionaire. And what's next? It's me. It's called Ray's Rules. You're going to get stuck with me. And you're going to learn to say millions to billions, see it, believe it, go get it every day. That's all you're going to have to do. See, you got the ability, and like I told you in the beginning today, I want to repackage your life. Your house, your car, your bank. I'm sorry, you're doing it all wrong. Every one of you I got to rebuild. Literally. Because you're doing it wrong. If you don't have that $1 million in the bank and all the stuff you want, what the hell's wrong with you? All you got to do is play by the rules and the tools and play the game they designed for us. We the people. We have the ability to take the rules and the tools and play the game. All we got to do is do exactly what we're allowed to do and turn it into a game like I did 43 years ago. Winning the game of business. I didn't want to be stressed out like those grown-ups or some of you today. I wanted to learn how to play the game because I like to win. $4.99 today if you do it through the overview. If not, talk to sales. I'll do it for $9.98. We're going to get you a t-shirt, maybe a cap, maybe a mask. One of those, probably. But then we Zelle wire deposit. Because everything I touch is expedited. I want it done now. I'm impatient as can be. But that's just me. So let's understand. It's like all the writing and everything I've ever done in my life. And the books and the patents and all the things I'm going to do to bring in that $10 billion in the next 36 months. It's like my book I've been working on privately. It's called Jesus is Not a Drive-Through. You see, being a Christian is a way of life, not just a moment in time. So many people, it's ridiculous. But again, I want you to understand something. God gave you ideas and dreams. Let's go get it. All we got to do is go get it. It's like anything else when it comes to the corporate setup. 3 months with me, set up rules, tools, line of defense, articles, tax ID, all right, all the pieces, $17.99. I hand you $5,400 of cash credit back to you. That's 3 times you invest and you get all the goodies anyway. And I wrap a refresh and credit build you too. What excuse would you have at the end of the day? You didn't want to play? You want to stay and be a dummy still? I don't get it. Zelle, wire, you deposit. Then you're stuck with me. When I heard, and this is the page I found when I was 7.5 years old. I've kept it ever since. Okay, when I heard a corporation is a legal person, I knew my way out of hell if I could figure it out. I just expected a blueprint, a map or a book or something, instruction manual. It didn't exist until I created my own. It may sue or be sued. It's right in front of you. It's chapter 18. Now, I don't have to give you legal advice. It's right there in front of you. But you got to realize the United States of America Incorporated. And remember how our country got started. They set up their line of defense. That's called states. The states set up their line of defense called cities. They've got their line of defense, but not you. I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense to me. You got the ability because you are we the people. You can step up to the plate and learn how to win. That's all you got to do. It's like the 14th Amendment of the Constitution. They turn corporations into people. I love the United States of America. I really do. I just mastered the rules and the tools when I was 9.5. I don't know why you never did. But that's not a problem. Let's get you to learn today. Because Nixon took the gold standard up, they just keep printing money. They manage the 50 states. They manage the cities too. It's about time you do the same for you and your family. Raise rules. It's simple. Never have joint credit. The next time you buy a house, you control escrow. Escrow, close, homestead, record in a trust. Anybody who's got a house in their name today is not in a trust, I'm sorry. When you die, it's stuck in a probate. Your family gets nothing. So, corporation, we don't name it after you. That'd be dumb. We don't name what it does. We have multiple functions. That'd be double dumb. And we want up to $1 million of damn credit because we get to write it off. We got to have a division for real estate, franchise, current business. You got the ability so much. People come from other countries and do this stuff, and they make millions of dollars. And you go, how'd they do that? They're probably all my clients. They learn how to listen and learn. It's called the line of defense. Don't bring the pain home anymore. You don't have to. But again, at the end of the day, it's up to you. I told you in the beginning today, plan on the problems. They're going to happen anyway, no matter what you say or do. But if you got the line of defense and you got safety credit, you can see it, believe, and go get it every day. And if all you want from me is basically an 820 credit score, no problem. It's $499. I'll guarantee it. I'm going to rebuild it. We're not writing stupid letters doing credit repair. That's a scam. We're going to rebuild your credit. We're going to hand you a $1,000 cash card, twice as much than basically for you to make sure your credit score is going up in the right way. Then we're going to put you in a 1 o'clock Pacific Standard Time credit educational class to make sure you don't screw this up ever again. You got nothing to lose. But again, the credit rebuilding program is done in 90 days or less. All you got to do is call 877-519-7509. That's all you got to do. So let's understand, there's a Zelle, a wire, or deposit. That's what we get to do. Now let's understand today. I got a sales team. They want you not to call in the next 30 minutes because they want to call you, or you're going to call them after that. And they go, yeah, I can give you everything Mr. Reynolds offered, but I can't give you the price because you didn't do it in 30 minutes or less. That's the agreement I made with them so they can get a commission. So again, if you don't call right away, that means I didn't do my job. So I guess I look bad, and they're going to look bad. They're going to look good too. RaiseRules.com, the voice of credit. Corporation's a legal person. The Millionaires in the Making. This is my favorite program in the whole world. It really is. Millionaires in the Making. I believe every one of you should be in that because I believe every one of you are a millionaire in the making. Credit rebuilding, rapid refresh, corporate articles, tax ID, OSLIS, the setup class for 3 months, learning the rules and tools, the discipline, the line of defense. All right, level 1. I analyze you twice. The office sells it for $3,995. That's okay. Me, I like to give it away as much as I can. $2,999. But here's the thing I always like to do. I like to give you $25,000 of credit. See, that's 8 times back to you that you invested in yourself. How many of you spent thousands of dollars on a corporation and didn't get dilly squat? Now you're stuck with me. Zelle, wire, make a deposit. SSN 1040, you get a couple write-offs if you're lucky. SS 4 times 4, all right, 1120. Almost all write-offs and limited liability to you. And a Spirit and an Equifax, even a TransUnion too. Today, the American Dream. Everybody talks about it, but do they teach you how to play the game? No. God only made one of me. Thank God for that. So you, receiving money every month, pay all your bills, drive the company car, go on a business trip, help other people, free up your time, master, raise rules, and learn the line of defense. Tomorrow I'll be here at 4 o'clock in the morning, which I am almost every day, and I'm going to be doing 9 classes tomorrow. All right, and people who know for the class, they can always fax over the day before, or they can type in their questions as well. I want them stuck with me live. I don't want them ever stuck. I want them to basically get the answers to their questions. So you got Millionaires in the Making now. It's $2,999 today. $25,000 of cash credit to you. 8 times your investment back to you. And we can change your life. Zelle, wire, deposit. That's all you got to do. I personally hold your hand. I've never passed the buck, I do all seminars, workshops, and boot camps. All right, this person is wrong. I'm not going to quit doing what I do. From there, 1 o'clock tomorrow, the educational class and status update too. You see, you got to stay safe and strong. The world's readjusting. So you got to readjust with it too. We might be sitting here waiting for what's next to come. Let us remember life is a gift from our Father in heaven. It's the only Father I ever had. God has given us the opportunity to believe and receive. Let us make the best of the day and give thanks in every way. Thank you, Jesus, for one more day. Amen. You got 877-519-7509. If you call it right away, you get all the things I offer today at the price and everything else. If you put it off, the sales team will have to talk to you. It'll be up to them to make their commission. All I know is, at the end of the day, God loves us all.